In this video, I'm going to share the 7 lessons or letters that I really wish that someone would have told me at 13. And I'm going to be 18 in July. So these are the lifelong lessons that I just cannot forget. Because if you learn them once, this will make your life much peaceful. So even if it takes time, save it for later and just please watch this video whenever you got time and just it's like a simple chit chat video without no music and just me talking with you. So let's move on to lesson number 1. Just spend so much time with your family, with your loved ones, because when my grandfather, I didn't spend that much time with him, and when I lost him, I felt a regret that I should have spent a lot of time with him. The point is just spend so much time with your loved ones. Just don't leave any chance to love them and spend just quality time with them. Also, if they call you for you, then don't without any wasting time. Just go and meet them. Give as much love you can. Spread love, and this is what that I should have also done. I learned the lesson, but that was the lesson. So let's move on to the lesson number 2. And second, you are the one who decides how people treat you. It's okay not to have friends, but don't have friends who just mock you और सिर्फ तुम्हारा मजाक उड़ाते रहे. Friends, I used to not have friends until I was in 9th grade, and then I met group of friends which were good, but in that group I was only the one who was getting mocked and joked. But I thought it was just a friendship and it is okay. But after a time it was too much. But I am after in 11th we all get separated, but just never went into the friendship that crosses the boundary, because you should maintain a boundary that if someone crosses this, like, they are not your friends. If jokes are only made on you, then it's not your, you also should have self respect. मतलब इतने सहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And it's better to be alone. You will get much better people. You got the point that there is the line between joking and insulting, and it should be like up to a limit. So make sure you are not getting exploited by your friends or something like that. Now let's move to lesson number 3. In this age we all have crushes, and like some people are around us also have boyfriends, some school children. But my point is, it's okay to have crushes, but just don't waste so much time, because it's just a waste of your energy. Instead of like liking someone or giving your energy to someone else, just make sure to focus or divert that energy to you, to your health. Love yourself a little more, spend your time with you a little more, give yourself more attention. Because the love that you are giving to someone else, like crushes and or one-sided love, then it's not at all useful and it's just a waste of time. That on the track and choose you over anything else. Because at last, if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. And if you don't like yourself, nobody will actually like you. Build you first, and that should be your priority. Like, it will be going to a controversial. People say don't compare, but I will say if you're comparing to the topmost level. Yeah, maybe. Firstly, don't compare, obviously, but if you do, then compare not only their rewards with you, also their efforts, also the hard work they do. For example, I'm comparing to the topper, and she is getting so much love from every teacher. She's getting so much marks. She gets so much praised. She's good in everything, like. But if I only compare to the results, like, that is wrong. But if I compare that to how much effort she made, कितनी मेहनत करी है उन्होंने, should also learn them that कि उतनी मेहनत करी है तो you should also work that much hard. So firstly, not compare. और अगर compare कर लिया है, then learn from comparing that it is what they have in their destiny and this is what they have want. They have not and taken anything from your life. You can still have it. First of all, I would say to ignore this, but oftentimes we get to compare. But if you're comparing, then make sure you also learn when you compare, not get the negative feelings, even though that feelings are also okay. But feelings just past, lessons last. I have said that's so much good line. Yeah. It's my favorite one, and this is what has happened after New Year. Choose positive, and could make a detailed video about this because a lot of good things like tell happened when I started to choose positive. Nothing good like externally, like some externally I will share a lot video, but for short, to be honest, I have learned so much spiritually. Like, I'm getting into those things like you are not your body and mind, like stay present. The point is, let's straight the point, was positive over anything. Even if you're overthinking, choose to be positive, because the more positive you think, the more positivity you attract, the more positive things happen. I know sometimes it's hard to be positive, but like yesterday, I just could not stop thinking like a little negatively for some time, but just get back on track. Even if you go negative, just take a u-turn and return back on being a positive person and start making yourself feel good. Your happiness is your responsibility, so make sure do things do things or think that way that makes you happy. Thinking positively is will end your suffering. And here is a book recommendation. Don't believe everything you thought it was the name. Please check it on Google. It's a really good book. I didn't complete it, but I read few pages and it is really good. Stop complaining yourself and start being gratitude. शुक्र मनाना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. हम ग्रेटिट्यूड लिखते हैं तब हमें समझ आता है, क्योंकि वी रियलाइज़ कि हम ऑफन टाइम कितना नेगलेक्ट कर देते हैं चीज़ों को जो हमारे पास हैं. So the point is, have gratitude for the things you have, for the people you have, for the like body you have, for the oxygen, for the home, for the shelter, like whatever you have. There are 1,000 reasons to complain, and there are 1 lakh reasons to be just be grateful about. It's again being positive, and you stop complaining and start thinking like, what can I do now next in the problems? You are becoming the better version of yourself. Let's move to the last lesson, but I will also have a bonus lesson for you. There are so many lessons. If you want me, then comment part 2 and I will do that. It's like really personal to me. Like every lesson was personal to me. But okay. It's okay to cry, but alone. Sorry, but it's truth. I realized when you cry in front of someone else, it's no matter what we say that crying is not a weak emotion, but it actually is. Crying is still thought as like someone is weak. So if you're crying, just make sure you're crying alone, or you're just crying in front of your mother, or like in front of your father or someone you trust a lot, that you know that they won't make like feel you bad for crying or make you feel like that you are having sympathy and all that. Instead you just cry in front of your parents, and that is good option. Or if you don't feel like sometimes we just don't feel okay in crying in front of anyone else, so just cry alone, because when you cry alone, God is keeping an eye on you, and you are just God is taking care of you every moment if you believe in God. And if you're not, then I used don't even used to believe in God, but I believe that some bigger I believe that God is humanity is actually God. I think maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong, but I think there is God in everyone. So whenever you do an act of kindness or humankind, then that is what I called called a God. Like humanity is what I called God. I used to. There are so many things I just want to say. Don't take me seriously, these opinions. Okay? Just take it seriously that it's okay to cry, but only in front of someone you trust a lot. Like you have 100% that they won't tease you another time for crying in front of them, or just cry alone. Or it's okay to feel every emotion. Your all emotions are valid. Now the bonus thing is, if you're an indecisive person like me, like I just cannot take decisions also. So this will really help you. First thing is, like, I just cannot choose even in the smallest decisions of my life. I just need help, and Even after making decision, I just keep changing on it. So what I do is, you believe in God and you think that God answers you, and like you have so much faith in God, just surrender it to God and ask for a sign for it. Ask this to yourself, the question that, would I regret doing this thing after 5 years? If the answer is yes, then do it. Otherwise, no. And follow your intuition. Sometimes your intuition knows the right and wrong decision. So follow your intuition. And if you don't know that what your intuition is saying, then just go on to the second thing, that is asking yourself, would I regret this after 5 years? Like not doing this after 5 years. So that was the 7 plus 1 bonus lesson. If you want a part of this video, please let me know. I would love to make this because in this year I just want to grow as a content creator on both Instagram and YouTube. There are so many ideas I also have, but I will take yours also. Just comment down. So that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching till now. Really, really thank you. Love you. Bye. Bye.